Let's log in. Hey guys, welcome back to another Doki Doki Literature Club gameplay. Today we are falling in love with everybody. Wait, what? That's kind of sus. Wait a second. Upcoming. Bro, what's going on here? Let me fix this. Oh crap. Which one's live? Oh, this one. Hi! Sorry. Is this one the real one, perchance? Yo, what's going on? I'm scared. But anyway, hi. We are playing again. Because, yeah. Okay. So, where we left off last time was, oh! I think it was part 2 of Respect? Part 1. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Let's check. Nope. Wait, oh crap. Yeah, I kind of completely forgot which side part we left off in. I know we finished Understanding. I think maybe we started on Respect. I don't remember. But yeah, okay. So let's just go with part 2. Hopefully this is the right one. Oh, okay. Yeah, we did. Let's get past a couple of this. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. I think this is where we left off. Okay. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks up a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, like, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like, the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like, so I'm mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just, like, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I can just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to not acknowledge it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I kind of was trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now, I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things that I'm not comfortable with. Wait. Yeah, okay, we're good. It's so stupid. picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little bit. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah, I'll get them back. By making sure this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm the vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just felt unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay! I did it! Thanks for your intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So, how did you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to a club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk. Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika has been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using the classroom then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then, with a wave, she exits the club room. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard that I could borrow from the music room. Monika reading manga. The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits and stands up to pace around, and sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monika, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks up a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the clubroom just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict how unique and diverse each member would be, each with their own struggles, her own reason for seeking the vision that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone, the Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about the unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on! Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monika shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough, not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong for me to not take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you. I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you?
Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing it because Sayori told you to.
Wait, that's not true. Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. I just ate 8 candy canes. Nice. Hi! What is happening right now? Oh, okay, so we are playing the side stories, and we are on the side story with Monika and Natsuki, and we're almost at the end of this part. I still haven't gotten to the end, but they're gonna talk about manga. So cute. That's what's happening. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So, I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monika smiles. She kneels down in front of Natsuki's desk, looking at her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sayori, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird.
Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all.
Natsuki stands up.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that.
Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki.
Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready.
Wow. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the Literature Club. Since then, club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close. Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything?
Me? Not particularly. Why?
Oh, there was just something I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes.
Sure, what is it?
It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room?
The music room? Why?
Well, you'll see. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like, things I was probably always too stubborn to admit.
Oh, come on. You can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make a big deal out of it.
No, honestly, I honestly needed that. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes.
You know, I really shouldn't care about what people think in the first place, but when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me feel like that I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am.
As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I can only wish I was as strong as you, Natsuki. You are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a deep breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga.
What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry, I think I just felt kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it.
I can't believe you, of all people, were reading my manga behind my back. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right?
You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste.
Just one volume, and I kind of picked it up out randomly.
Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me your favorite parts.
Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate, because the character isn't just in a literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn to play piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was, if I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing.
Hey, I think the credit goes for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me.
No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put that thought into my head. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day.
Every day?
Because, you just make me feel like if I wanted to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm not really any good at it yet, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. Wait, she said that. Ah! She said that when she was singing Your Reality. Monika, I love you so much. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, yeah. Oh my god. This is actually a masterpiece. How did she learn how to play piano this fast? My song, your note. Wow! It's when Yuri joined the club! That's when Natsuki joined the club! Wow. This is so nostalgic. Wow. Oh my god, that news. Oh, she's not done yet. Oh my god, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was actually the most beautifulest thing I have ever listened to in my whole entire life. That's all. That was so good! It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close.
Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so...
Yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note. Monika, Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki. Wow! So cute.
Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think.
But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who should help shape the club into what it is. I would never change that.
Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things and got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So, yeah. I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was just being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right.
It's fine. I'm in the past too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing.
Well, I wonder who I got it from. Never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now.
You got me. That's all yours.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return.
What kind of little something?
Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed.
The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. So cute! Oh my god. Oh my god. That is... I love that. Okay, we got more like... Let's see. Next is Valence. Alright, let's go. Let's begin. Natsuki! While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into embrace.
What?
Hi. The literature club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy, with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monika decided to give the club members next week to further explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection.
I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that kind of depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
I like all those things. Sarah reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and expects a cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes?
You wouldn't like that one.
In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location.
Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're really into manga. I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's books, at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although, I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books.
No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them.
Well, okay then. Let's pick something that even donuts can read.
I didn't say I was a donut. I just said I had the attention span of one.
Aw, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No, how did you get to that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Aw, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we can do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't I won't make you or anything. No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends, Natsuki and Yuri leave. Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her or I just can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I am a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Aw, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs, like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, Maybe. My stupid head is making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sayori gives Monika a quick hug. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. You got this. Yes, you got this, Sayori. After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of the page being released beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen meeting the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles, and margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but that's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was just writing. Oh, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I draw those things when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with all of them. This one's sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo.
Want to read the poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess.
Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori.
Do you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings.
Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words.
Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? I don't know. Each your own, but I've never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so.
You write poems?
You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. Can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet. Sure.
Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki! At the end of one club meeting, Monika, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Natsuki glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs.
Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but then she just fidgets instead of getting back to whatever she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back.
I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others.
Monika shares a bright smile. You're really considerate.
Thanks, I guess. But it doesn't feel like it.
You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting.
I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them, and share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was happening.
It's fine. Why would you have anyway?
I know. I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monika navigates through her tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the only one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monika can't help but feel a little responsible. ddlc is weak. Yes, it is. Do you want me to talk to her about it?
No, I wouldn't like that.
Well, I don't know, I could divert her into another club activity for you or something.
No way, that would be so underhanded and mean.
Sorry, I didn't think that one through. I'm sleepy. I just played ddlc like a minute ago. I'm sleepy right now. Good night. What time is it for you? It's like 3 p.m. for me. Is it like 3 a.m. for you? Question mark, question mark.
Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me.
True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively went out of my... I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to.
It's fine. I would have talked to Sayori about it, but it would just make things really weird between us. I feel like it would just make her constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural.
Well, I think if you do a good job expressing your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her.
Maybe. It just feels so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool.
Monika shrugs. It's the literature club. Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club.
Hey!
Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot and that it's hard for you to really express yourself, but you've really demonstrated to me that you're really great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do.
Well,
Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so.
thanks.
Natsuki gathers her things. Then she finishes her thought in a mumble. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monika smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monika knew what she meant. It made Monika feel like everything was really going to be okay. You know what? This girl is going to be okay. Oh. Alright. Let's continue balance part 2. Let's go. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by a glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki! I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki! Sayori stands up on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who is busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey! She definitely saw me. Aww, Sue. Monika's the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, isn't able to work up the courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey! Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like the attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of getting closer. It makes me feel like she likes only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. She doesn't actually want to be friends with me. I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Wasn't she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends? Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sari, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course! I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sari nods. We're very different people. I cherish my alone time. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time and I was being threatened with an interruption, then it just not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace rather than jumping first into a new commitment.
But that means I was really bothering her? I just wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her?
I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was only based on what I understand of my own needs. And Natsuki are completely different, so...
Why was I so selfish? Even if that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How can I let myself do this?
Siri? I think that... Well, there was one time you told me about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump into the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So, I think if we were to realistically consider the situation, what would cause someone to feel... I'm done with this. I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at, comforting and reassuring people.
Suddenly, Natsuki gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart.
It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams.
Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate. Like, I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's not to be better for my friends, I want that.
It's very mature of you, Sayori.
I'm mature.
Sayori hops down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head.
I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today.
Yuri nods in understanding.
You can go in first.
Okay. You're locking the door.
Oh, Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the club room, Sayori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows. The club room is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's not best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. To continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, are we reading today? Monika speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb a piece of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk.
Hey!
Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to peek.
Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going.
It's fine.
Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monika follows Natsuki's gaze.
I think she's mad at me.
How come?
I'm busy right now. Ask me later.
Monika falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monika to see. It says, to Sayori. Understanding, Monika smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monika's hand. Monika gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monika, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure that they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga, her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it out in order to return it to its proper location. Sorry, I didn't know where it was supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither of them can break the silence. Ugh, they're so sweet, I'm crying. I know! They're so cute. I love them so much. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Oh! She looks so cute! Look at her! Wow. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't say so. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot down and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch. And I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to, feelings and stuff. So, face burning, Natsuki clamps up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. I know! They're so cute. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peek through the keyhole, and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them and to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do, and I'm scared. I'm not ready, but it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world. Oh my god, this is so cute. 10 out of 10. I actually love this so much. Oh my god, this is I love this. It's a poem. Oh, she's blushing. But I thought, well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please? Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted, and that we would probably have different ways we'd like to make friends. About the friendship stuff. I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry.
I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and I wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you feel comfortable, I'll respect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't want to be the one to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced. You said. Siri nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then.
Aww.
Well, anyway, now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna be like sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend. Huh? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess.
The two of them walk down the hallway together.
Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to see the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Aw, you should enjoy it with me? That's so cute. Oh, shush.
Oh my god, they're so cute. They're actually the most cutest people on earth. Oh my god, they're so cute. Okay, reflection. Yuri and Monika. Ooh. Wonder how this one will go. Am I bothering you? No. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you're always so into it when you're reading. It makes me kind of scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I'm reading from here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work, so it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or if there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with. Yuri glances over the room at Siri and Natsuki. Siri has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing into the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. Why are they actually, like, so cute? They're so stupid. Oh my god. Maybe I should say something. No need. They just ran out of the cookie. What a waste. They really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Siri seems particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it worked out well. Yeah. Come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk on one-on-one, have we? Though that may be partially my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all. I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. The responsibility is equal on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Well, what about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh, but I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? Not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of the series. There are still 2 more books after this one. I guess those long books suit you well, since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres, or really anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Oh, come on, Yuri, you know what I mean. Monika lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell you if you do too. Anyway, maybe when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot, so it felt kind of like, please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That'd be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki. Ouch. Sorry, I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past, too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to experience. I'm not surprised that Monica reads romance novels. Right, she definitely is like the type to read. I mean, her favorite day is Valentine's Day. Of course she'd read romance novels. She's such like a romantic. She's like more a hopeless romantic. I wouldn't say hopeless, maybe because she's like beautiful. She's smart. She's popular. I'm sure a lot of boys like go up to her and be like, "Hey, you want to date me?" And she's like, "No," because yeah, she's just that go-to. There's nothing wrong with growing out things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interest. She looks like she's straight out of One of After All. Oh yeah, sorry, I don't know why that took me a while to process. It makes me think that she'll like to grow out of it too.
Hey, were you talking about me?
No, we were talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki?
Like, a couple years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then.
Oh yeah? What inspired you to get more into it?
I don't know. I guess... Let me think. It was after I discovered a series I really liked. Yeah, I was just, like, fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to. I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself.
Hey, kind of like Yuri. Monica. Sorry. That's completely wrong, so... It's so cool that you both really found your thing. You're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they helped you a lot through hard times.
You know it. Wow, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading?
It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much.
How high do you think you would go if you sucked up the whole series?
Natsuki estimates by holding her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack.
I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long so I can say I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for that.
Please, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page.
I know, I was just joking. I can never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me.
Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. It's not boring.
Chill. I said for you, I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted.
Sayori, are those from the floor? Gross. Also, wash your hands before you touch any of my books.
But my hands aren't dirty. Just do it. The oils are there even if you can't see them.
Fine. Sayori trots out the door and Natsuki follows. Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so condescending. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows how much she's mean to me, so how about just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me that you hate the things you hate about it? I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and what they don't like, especially in the literature club, so I should figure out how to mediate discussions to keep them positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also the ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay, well, this is just something I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki and find some common ground with you. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. That, then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical.
Uh-oh. Okay, everyone, we have a special club meeting today. As you know, the literature club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to others' feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this? This is important to me. Well, sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused or something.
No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if it came off that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language. And I think it would be a good topic for the literature club, don't you think? I'm sure we're going to have our differences in opinion a lot. So I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club.
If you say so.
Sure.
The cool thing about language is that it gives a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, Siri, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category. Should I start with snacks, or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh, jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy. Cherries. Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? Cherries are delicious!
Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction.
Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. Sad?
Defensive, maybe?
Yeah, I got defensive. See?
The reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries are nasty, I'm using the objective language. I'm challenging Sari's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is cherries that are nasty.
Wait, hold on. How is that objective when you said it was only your own opinion?
It has to do with the way our brains interpret words. You're talking about the reality of cherries, not your feelings about them. Like, Sari, let's rewind for a second. Pretend I didn't tell you I think cherries are nasty.
Good.
So, what if instead of that, I said, like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. So it's the kind of flavor I enjoy.
Well, that's fine. As long as you don't call it nasty. Nasty is a nasty word.
Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about cherries, I just talked about my feelings and Sari didn't get defensive. So, instead of clashing them with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri, you don't need to take notes. I'm not going to quiz you or something. I know that. I was just... Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far?
Yeah, I just feel like you shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings.
Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience rather than an argument. Right, Sari?
Whatever you say, cherry hater.
Oh, come on. Sari, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate.
What the heck? I've been duped.
I'm sorry, Sari. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae?
You are welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president.
And your people's loyalty. How deplorable.
Oh, like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week.
That was... I was reading and not keeping track of them. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic.
So, now that we have the gist of it,
how about we try it with something more relevant to the club? Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Well, I'd rather not.
aw, how come?
Well, because I don't see anything productive being come from that. It's just going to sort of fight. No, it'll be fine. I'm here to moderate. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion.
Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to coddle my feelings. I always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind.
Respectable? Yuri's expression changes at that word. As Monika recalls, being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, at the point of the exercise isn't exactly like... It's fine. I have nothing against with anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I like full stories that are imaginative and sophisticated.
never told me.
Because I'm past that point in my life, and I really prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things now.
Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? Well, maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki, nobody's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I love them both in their own way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. But, I mean, the thing about... This is ridiculous. You see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was just going to make people upset. I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always get the impression that you secretly look down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody has ever had the least bit of respect for the things I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. What? Have you looked in the mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling my interest immature. You can't... Please stop. Please? You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please, don't invite yourself to try and get and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Wait, what'd she say? So please, don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Dang, okay. Yuri! Oh my god. Yuri's piercing words send the club room into a choked silence as she gathers her things. I don't like it when they fight either, say Yuri. I get it, girl. Right! I don't like it when they fight! I mean, I guess, like... Okay, something I really hate is when people say, like... Oh, Natsuki and Yuri hate each other. Like, bro, like... Why would you... They hate each other. Like, okay... They've admitted several times that they do not hate each other. They, like, friendship can have healthy fights. That's what it is to like, that's like a learning process to help solve problems through each other's differences and stuff like that. It's healthy to have fights. It doesn't, like, automatically mean you hate each other. Like, come on, guys. Let's be serious. She leaves. Holy crap. I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so... I was just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. Yuri wasn't... Oh crap, what's going on? Oh. Yuri wasn't wrong. I should have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am dealing with conflicts. No, they're friends. Friends can have arguments sometimes, too. Right! Friends can have arguments! That's the whole, like, it's, like, if you guys don't have arguments, then it's honestly, like, I wouldn't say it's unhealthy, but it's just, like, if you shove everything down instead of, like, trying to solve your way through an argument, then it's not healthy at all. And I don't get how people expect them to just, like, do that, and if they don't, it's like, oh yeah, they hate each other. Like, bro. It's just kind of annoying, because they don't. They literally, even in the main game, like, you can't, like, you can use the argument of being like, oh yeah, well, it's the side stories. It doesn't take place in the actual game. Well, yeah, but in the main game, they literally said, like, oh yeah, I don't hate you either. Like, I don't hate you. You're pretty cool to be around. Like, come on, guys. Let's stop. You clearly haven't played the game if you think they hate each other. Okay, let me continue. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you look down on other people for it, that's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things. It's about recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay, but here's the thing about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So, I see what you were trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her. Not just, like, the way we talk to each other, right?
Well, okay, I don't know. I don't think it's anybody's faults. I think we, like... I think our feelings, like, their feelings just got in the way, and that's what led to this conversation. Like, or you could say it was both, like, Yuri and Natsuki's fault, because, like, Yuri, she didn't think twice with her word choice and stuff, and Natsuki took it personally instead of, you know, being, like, a little bit more mature about it and being like, okay, well, like, I mean, I kind of took offense to, like, what you said about me, about things being immature. And then Yuri could have been like, oh my gosh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. Or, wait. Oh crap, I unplugged my headphones. Hopefully you guys still hear me. Hold on. Can you guys hear? Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. Okay.
I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out.
Wow, I'm just saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems.
This wasn't your fault, Monika. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Because I can just move on now. But, it's fine, I promise. Let's just get our mind off of this, okay? In fact, I think it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga or whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I at least know that we're all good people and we don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Monika says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. This was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other the least out of anyone, and this is the reason. As Yuri and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monika sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will the club have to just come with the terms with the fact that the members will be compatible with each other? Monika desperately doesn't want to admit that, but she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight.
Oh my god. What's gonna happen? Wait, I was on this one. Okay, let's go.
A new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primed to jot down her thoughts. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto a paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. My heart feels vacant because a ship sailed away. Yo. Ah!
Natsuki? Natsuki pokes her head out behind the closet door.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, but it would be a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I doubt you want me listening on your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Should I let you finish that up then? Oh, no. It wasn't, I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. Where's Monika, by the way? Oh, she's out in the hallway. Huh? Why? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club room by herself, so... Oh. Jeez, does Yuri let things bother her for that long? She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while. But as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back.
Talk about jump scares, dude. Jeez Louise. Right. That's a cute jump scare. I'm crying.
I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Oh, let's figure something out, okay? Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I was happy with the way things were before we had to let that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of my manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen. Is it because it came from Yuri? No? Why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me or manga or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? After this? Obviously not. What about before this? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated. I see. But, you know, I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? Sari shakes her head. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy to just go along with. Let go with. And fantasy has a lot to interpret and encumber, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that, both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So, I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like, maybe they have more in common than you think. How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like, first it was Monika when I was new to the club. Then it was you, and now it's Yuri. And I'm always like, oh, that person's being such a jerk, and if I just realized that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everyone's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. And I don't know why. I don't know why, and I just don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki. Sari puts out a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes that makes it harder for us to understand each other. I think that sometimes we get lucky and make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication, and it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easier for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles a lot with too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of reflection and self-awareness and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like, my friends and I guess my dad, but when I don't get good grades or stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No, our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them even if we want to learn about themselves. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's just a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase, and that I'm way above that garbage. That I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud. Fine. I am not my feelings. The way I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommates. You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, you're going to run into each other every now and then. It's gonna make you feel like poop. So the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? How do you know so much about this stuff? I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with, called depression. Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know. I am not my feelings. Wow, that line hits deep. I want to be a good person like you. Aw, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monika. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Tatsuki remains silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Yuri's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing through a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No, it wasn't as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer. Wow. Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Please don't yell at me. I'm not gonna yell at you. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It wasn't fair of me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me? I thought you were the one mad at me. I'm so awful yesterday. Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on, that's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? This is so sad, dude. I know. Sayori, I love you so much. Oh crap, I forgot to do that. Okay. Monika takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns, and I can't get away from them. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like, everyone hates me? Especially Natsuki. Aw, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because Monika thinks back to the time that she found herself in an altercation with Natsuki, and how a display of maturity from Monika was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels needs to protect herself. But you know, she's not really a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She's just, well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness before she feels comfortable returning it. Oh, but that means the burden is on me. And I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs in her hair. It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. Unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectful when people speak their mind. So I did, and she yielded me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you. And we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant, really. I just...
I was wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. I was confused, but then I realized it was ddlc plus. It's okay. I understand. So for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior despite my taste, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from her. And it makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being that we don't always need to we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started a club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Or we can, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I can never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature and so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri, I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate it to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it feels like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of getting in the way. I can't stand it when the piece is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on reading when the piece is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. Monika looks at Yuri in adoration. I feel like Sayuri must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. No, I mean, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so. Monika pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle, and I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. I'm sure Natsuki will too. I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea! Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and say things that I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People will naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you when it's Sayuri. My personality just isn't suited for that, and I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayuri. We're opposite in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. And I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought that if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be someone that I'm not. That there is a type of person or a type of formula that I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person, when you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in literature club. Observations? Monika is caught by surprise. Yuri has always kept to herself so much that it's unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri smiles gently to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori too. And it makes me happy because I learn about a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Monika never thought much of it, but the past weeks, Yuri has always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to problems and concerns for other people. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. It's true, Sayori and Monika are naturally more comfortable with other people and can more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monika can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. A very shy girl with long, pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime hallways, her fist pressed into her collarbone. When she finds the literature club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. Monika is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monika glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain composure and decide for sure to leave, the classroom door gently opens. Yuri? What a surprise to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Please help me. What? Is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write letters. Thank goodness. I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monika briefly glances over her shoulder at her other friends. Do you want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad for taking away from my friends. It's really fine, I promise. We weren't really doing anything. One sec. Monika trots back into her classroom, says something like, I gotta go to her friends, then grabs the pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monika as the two of them set off. How are you today? Huh? Me? Well, yes. Oh gosh, sorry. I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today. Just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Me too. I do that too. Hey, this classroom's empty. Let's go in here. After peering inside, Monika opens the classroom door and the two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monika pulls up two chairs up to the same desk, then obeys as Monika beckons to her to take a seat. She stares at it as an empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. Ready to take the initiative. Gosh, you must be really determined. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Oh! Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat. Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about bumping into your arm. Monika playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start by listening to the different things you want to say to her? Yuri thinks. The side stories made me like Monika a lot more than I did on my first playthrough. I think they helped me understand her character more. Yes! Like, it's kind of, it doesn't help with the fact that she didn't get a route, so we didn't really get to know her, and we just, like, it kind of painted her to be, like, such a villain, but, like, when you really, like, when you're at the end, and you, like, listen to everything she has to say, it makes you realize, like, she's not, like, like, she's not even evil at all, I don't think. I don't think she's the villain at all. I think, like, with her, she's just, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. I think, like, the side stories help, like, us understand her character a little bit more, and I've always liked her, but it just, like, it makes me like her even more because she's just so cute. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden.
Aw, it's okay. How about the things you said to me yesterday?
But never mind. I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. Then she writes the word reflection. Crap. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but I've been able to separately be friends with Sarah and Monika. That's me. Yes, it is. So, Yuri thinks. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. So, what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her, like that I like to receive. Like when people respond positively to the things I talk about, and not just push me off. I like when my feelings are taken seriously, and I like when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at that. Let's write those things down. Okay, here writes some things down. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable, so we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know that you're ready to respect them and listen to them, and admit the things that you feel like you could do better. Then finally, you ask them what you would like in return. How does that sound for their structure? It could be like 3 paragraphs, one for each of those points. I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized, I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. Oh my god. Like, I'm actually, this is why I put, why does Yuri and Monika fall in love with each other? Because this is like, this whole entire side story, they've just been like really like hyping each other up and stuff. Like, you're so amazing. No, you are. No, you are. Stop. You're so amazing. Like, oh my god. They might be in love with each other. I don't know. My hand is itchy. You've done so much more than I have, you know? They're so cute. I know. They're actually like so cute. Time reflecting and being open-minded. That's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you putting it on a piece of paper. So I think you're the amazing one. See? They just keep hyping each other up. Oh my god. Look, even Yuri is blushing. Like, come on. Monika gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. What? But as she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hug Monika's hand and play. See what I mean? This is just like further proving my point. They're literally holding hands. Like, are we? But as she okay. For a while they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper. Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? I feel like I'm third wheeling. Right. I feel like I'm interrupting something here. The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just a state of being we need to come to terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior isn't always just how they decide to be. It also makes made up for their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you feel about Natsuki?
best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monika peers over at Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Monika pulls in closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help out, you know? It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now, after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I'd prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but Yuri smiles. I will always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me. I'll never get the hang of being one. But listening to you, so much has helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please. Monika gives Yuri a gentle smile. I can't believe I came to this club looking for some fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. Oh my god. Bro. Monika is in love with Yuri. As you wish. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day? Probably. But I don't want to come to the club as the same day Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead if you like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to not read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales, and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monika nods. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns to nod, and the two depart. Oh my goodness. We have one more story in equals. Alright, let's get to self-love. Whoa. It's only been one day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose to not attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she'll need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student would have any reason for coming here. It's such a relaxing place to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. What are you doing here? I just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seemed to reverberate throughout the entire stairwell. After far too long, she receives her beverage, which she then fidgets with in place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea, but instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant, really. I mean, it's totally cool if that's your thing, or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so... Not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That sounds like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yeah. This girl is going to be okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki's hammer for some protection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't have anything more. Doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two would just sit there for a long time.
The tension seems to fade a little bit as the time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunchtime ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club. Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually. There's no rush. I promise. Thanks. It's next day. Natsuki appears from the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came to read this because there aren't many people around here. Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still hanging in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they all listed I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly. But I just don't want it to come up again now, after I waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. Other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. And Sayori, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it. You know what I mean? Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading. That would be awful. Especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some online friends if you haven't already. If you're just like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was so desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like me from a few years ago would have been enough to make it stick across the face. Well, whatever. We were all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, God, thank God I use a pseudonym. But I liked it at the time, got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So, I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now, I think the same thing about our current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially as someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki races her hand to her face and firstly slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri just doesn't seem to react. But then to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on all this nonsense. I'll let you get to reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly, and Natsuki opens her book. The two of them read silently for a remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having to abruptly force the end of their conversation. You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly notices the bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. What? Like, for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up?
I would have drank it myself, I guess.
Their friendship is so cute. I love them. I know. They're so cute.
It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought... Never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And that it's a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear. Please believe me. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. And Suki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes her drink. The drink. Knowing Yuri, she probably was overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then, too. Natsuki sighs. Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they just can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, and their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it, because it would be so stupid just to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not going to demand for everyone around me to change. But, yeah, I know. Monika and Sayori really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easier for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What, listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No, it's not weird. You probably just misunderstood, so... I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you'd like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like, after school on the weekends. And they really like my baking. And it's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot, and we have good memories and inside jokes. Oh. I'm bad at a lot of those things. So, are those things all that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really likes her baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk about my friends that you don't know anything about? Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say anything bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. You can't just compare friends like that and, measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with these social conflicts. Like how Monika can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monika and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that, I'm just talking to myself. Yuri often remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages on her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, I have a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it really so easily. It's so immersive. Like, I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make them feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it and have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection when I'm with them in ways that I never felt with real people. So, in that way, it can feel sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? It's that hard for you to be around people, like, all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all that, I don't know what to do, and I just disengage. Oh. Doesn't that get lonely? I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with the people in one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? A lot. Like, more than anything. After Natsuki mutters that, the silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence, one full of understanding. Let's continue. Hey. Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well, lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today, she was holding a large plastic container in both hands. I ran into my friends today, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for that, but I expected it. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I should share them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes. You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you like. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twists it between her fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped into a floral pattern, and topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish this. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just made them. I just thought that because it's green, it's Monika's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, but not really. Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. I love green tea. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just feel happy. Oh, sorry. Usually never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like
like them from past experience. Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. How did you get into baking?
Oh, well, I don't know. It kind of just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got, like, super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's like, baking is like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too.
I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that I would just be eaten afterwards.
Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it.
I think I prefer to be on the receiving end.
That's my other favorite part about it, too. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like, unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and in that moment, you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel
Valued?
Yeah, I guess that.
So you were able to make up with your friends today?
There wasn't really anything to make up about. We weren't fighting or anything.
You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood.
It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse.
So you're not going to stop?
I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them.
Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. I'm glad that the situation is resolved. And that you don't have to avoid them anymore.
Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on.
Yeah.
I know that cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me, but it's the best I can do, so you can have the rest of them.
Natsuki grabs the box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends.
But I made them for you.
Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. As your thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the only way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take that away from you.
No, they were making you happy.
You make me happy. You're more worth than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Oh, Natsuki,
I'm such a bad person.
Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes.
You didn't.
Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them.
I just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things about me. Like, I don't deserve it.
I'm sorry.
No, I am. I'm so difficult. And I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person. Oh my God. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sayori and Monika would have been super annoying and make a huge deal out of it.
You know, I think a lot of those negative things about myself too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. And I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write this letter to express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri rustles through her bag and pulls out some tissues, then hands them to Natsuki. Monika told me that it takes a good person
pause and reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself, that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like how you're always fun for people to be around, and you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about other people, and just a lot of things. Oh. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki tries to hide a smile, then she sighs as it fades again. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? It's just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like... I don't know. Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm just scared they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that, but with a little more confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what makes me feel so confused. Because I'm threatened out of things that should make me happy. So, no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something scary. To do what? You know, to end it. With them? Oh. I got scared for a second. Natsuki nods. I didn't think you were actually considering that as an option. I wasn't. Until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much has gone into it, so much that it makes it feel like just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things. Like being alone. Not having anyone to hang out or talk to or hang out with. Not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. And I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but... Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki? What? If anyone ever thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash hell upon them. Natsuki starts in laughter. Don't laugh at me. Sorry, I like that. That's all. Oh. Well, I meant it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. I needed it. As the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then.
I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds onto that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. Ah, you're here first today. Mm-hmm. And you brought reading material. Mm-hmm. Natsuki's head is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits next beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life, and then there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty. Fortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I want it to go on forever. Maybe. But there are some things that I wish that could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that's gotten pretty unbearable like halfway through, and the ending really sucked. So, when it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Well, that's just the nature of things. They come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making way through their respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during weekends, right? Excuse me? Like, with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever? I'm not a total shut-in, you know? Oh, my bad for making assumptions. Well, I sure go out less often than other people, like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends or arbitrarily spend time like that. Okay, whatever, I read that wrong. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. Board game group? It doesn't matter, it's just some more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees up into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something wrong? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier, telling them. And then I just blocked them because I was so afraid of their responses. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh. That's... I'm sorry. Totally unsure of what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods through her rapid breathing, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on a step behind her. Then she puts her head on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sensitive touch. Yuri keeps her voice slow and gentle. You're safe now. You're in a good place, and you're in a good, safe place, where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a deep breath, a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hand, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise and fall as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on feeling the feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now, the worst of it is past, and Yuri is determined to not move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees. Her breathing has mostly steadied. Then, she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book off the dusty floor, which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri's speaking to her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is somewhat timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is unable to deliver the reassurance that herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Aww! Oh my god! This is so cute! Do you really mean that? You're probably going to regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably going to have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places. I see. But you already said it, so you can't take it back now. Well, I suppose I have no other choice but to accept that responsibility. I know a good ice cream place. Oh? That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor. But for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh, wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea. Yuri shakes her head. That's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy. How is that fancy? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry's my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have that sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that will make this easy for me. And you already know more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. And I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated, and the kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Oh, well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first, with the help of Sayori. But you said... I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave, and it will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone?
You know, I can't get used to this.
As long as you don't tease me too much.
Fine. Just a little then.
It's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now, but I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings.
Thanks.
It feels nice to be reassured. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the 4 club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all with their own special qualities, will have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of their chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish her long-running series, it would be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore together. Aww, that is so cute. Yo, what is that? It's Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, it's the stories. That was so cute. I've been like playing like Doki Doki Literature Club, the original one, so much, and I was like, I need to get ddlc plus, like, and I did. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do the equals, maybe not. I'm too lazy. You know what? I'll do it. Oh crap. I did not mean to get into... Okay. Let's do equals. Okay, everyone. We're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking, since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help. Hey, that has nothing to do with the club. Well, you have to let me finish. Alright, fine. Go ahead. Right, so basically we can get all the food we can, then come back here, and we all eat together. That's all. Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Dude, don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was... Look, even Yuri was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen more interest in a club. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We could really get a shot at showing people what literature is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We'll make time for your food mission and still put together a public event. Alright, you know what? I'm kind of too tired for this, so we might just wrap it up here. Maybe I'll make like a little small video about it or whatever. But like, you guys are gonna be left on a cliffhanger because I'm too tired. Oh, I'm too tired. So that's it for playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and yeah, and make sure to turn on all notifications so you know when I am streaming. Anyway, goodbye.